How about this? There's one man that's a little angry at his son for an order he placed on Grubhub. That's the bad story in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. The good story today is from a bluegrass band in Colorado. This was a nice thing. Apparently there was a huge backup in traffic on a highway in the middle of Colorado. Everyone stranded on a snowy highway for at least 4 hours in the middle part of Colorado. There had been an accident up ahead. There was a bluegrass band that was going to perform. They're called Elk Ridge. So they got out and set up on the side of the road and started performing for everybody sitting there. They got a lot of kudos for it because they were at a dead standstill. I know what you're thinking. It just makes things worse.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a good mood.
That would be me. If my car was stuck right there, Can I go sleep in y'all's van while you do this?
They were in a van. And the guys from Elk Ridge said, hey, let's just put on a little free show for everybody here.
I like the sentiment and the thought, but
yeah.
People don't want to hear that.
I don't know that I would. I'd be so upset.
You either want to sleep. I mean, if you know you're going to be stuck, you want to sleep or listen to your own music.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be trying to figure out how to stay warm.
God, that's tough, man. I hate it when it comes to an absolute standstill.
It's the worst.
If you're just moving along and trying to see up ahead a little bit.
At least you're moving.
Are you a peeker? That's what I call it, where you think you can peek your car out to see that something no one else can.
Yeah, I do.
Let me get a look.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Yes, I do that. Of course I do that. I see a lot of people like me, too, sticking their nose out
trying
there.
to...
Trying.
There's something up ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Waze might have an option now that you can take a picture once you go past an accident or get close to it and then put it on the thing, and you can look up ahead.
Oh, really?
Where another Wazer
Yeah.
had seen it and show you what the issue is.
Well, that's pretty smart.
I think so, too.
I like that.
I'm not sure exactly how to use it.
The question, if you can, how far up ahead are they? I guess they can tell you. I guess you can know.
It shows
that.
on the thing how far you are.
How far are you? So you know you're 2 miles back from God. That would be depressing.
I wouldn't want to see that because I just like not knowing.
Depressing. I don't. I would want to see it.
I'd want to see
what
you want to know.
You can do. There's nothing you can do about it, generally, you know.
No.
Another good story today. A woman has discovered a tin behind her late grandfather's fireplace. This is what we all dream of. It had $4,000 in cash.
I wish.
Apparently.
A tin can.
It's in a tin can. It had $4,000. And she said when they started to clean out his house, this was in Florida, she's like, I knew we would find something. He was always hiding stuff. This is the woman that found it.
My grandfather was known to hide things all over the house. This is the first thing I found that had actual money in it. We are 99% convinced that he also has money buried out in the yard somewhere. So next up is the metal detector so we can start searching the yard before we sell the house.
That's Katie Toole, and she was put in charge of cleaning out the house, and she found $4,000. She said, I expect more, because he's
a good idea.
Yeah.
I wonder if he had issues, maybe dementia or Alzheimer's.
Sure.
That's what my
hiding.
mom did that.
Mm-hmm.
Before she went to her facility, she would hide money all over the house.
Did you find it?
My sister found thousands of dollars in there.
Did she really?
Yep, in drawers underneath.
Did she keep the money?
My sister?
Yes.
She put it in the account.
Into their account.
My mom and dad had
That's
set up.
very good.
Says a lot right there.
Yes, it does. I like that.
Yeah.
Look at Kelly. We know how. Hopefully your sister doesn't hear this.
Yeah.
If you had found anything.
No. We did not. My father had dementia, but he didn't hide stuff like that. He was forever writing stuff down, and the same thing would be written here and there. And we'd find it all over the place.
If I recall, his thing was he would buy
soda.
A great value soda every day, and you'd have to go and empty those.
Well, he would go to the store and buy Great Value soda and not realize that he had bought it before. And it was always the cheapest possible. So if it was Diet Coke, I'd take it myself.
Heck yeah.
It was 2 liters, and I found bottle after bottle after bottle of that stuff. At one point, I cleaned it out, and I gave it to the Goodwill or whatever it was, a pantry there where he lived. And then some of it had gone bad. It was like past the due date, and it was hundreds of bottles. So I went to a school, to their dumpster, and started dumping it. Okay, and they don't like that when you do that.
No, they don't care for
and,
that.
And a guy, this is interesting too. A guy came out. I knew one of the teachers at the school, and I went and. We're just good friends. His name's Jason, too.
Hey, Jason.
So I go over there. I'm dumping stuff into the dumpster. And a different guy, like the principal, comes riding over. He goes, "Are you Chris Kelly?" I said, "I am. How are you?" And he goes, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I know Jason, too." And he goes, "Oh, my God, Jason is such a great guy." He really is. He's a teacher there. And we were shaking hands and everything. Now, listen, I had 100 bottles of soda in the back of the van, and I'd already thrown 50 into the dumpster. And he goes, let me ask you a question, Chris. What are you doing? And I said, I don't know.
I don't answer that.
I don't know. It was one of those where I couldn't even come up with a lie. It's clearly caught me.
Yep.
And I said, gosh, for the life of me, I have no idea.
Are you thirsty?
Want some rancid soda? Some rancid low-rent soda here? Just throwing them right in the dumpster. And I thought I'd throw him off the track with my knowledge of one of his employees. I know. Jason's great.
No.
So what are you doing? I don't. I really. I cannot.
Did he let you finish or?
No. He said maybe it's about time you move on. I said
Yeah, probably ought to go.
So then I went, to 4 other dumpsters and dumped 25 bottles.
Junior high still doing that?
Apartment. I live in an apartment complex. I'll occasionally catch people dumping.
Do you?
My favorite is everyone does the same thing. We all look up and point to something like is this the building?
Listen, I've gotten so far where I'll look to see the numbers like A4, and I'm living A4. I'll say that. I'm
Right
ready.
there in A4.
I'm ready with an excuse. I want to see how they number their apartments until I do it. This is about food as well. The bad story here. It all started this past Saturday. A guy named Keith Stonehouse and his son Mason. He let Mason play with his phone before they both went to bed. Mason is 6 years old. Well, about a half hour to 45 minutes later, food started showing up at his door that he hadn't ordered. And it turned out that Mason, on his Grubhub account, had ordered 5 jumbo shrimp, 3 salads, grape leaves, chicken shawarma sandwiches, several orders of chili cheese fries, $322 worth of pepperoni pizza, and $400 worth of mozzarella cheese sticks from various restaurants, all being delivered by Grubhub. Wow. And the father said, I didn't order this food. It finally got flagged by his bank. The cheese sticks got flagged. It was over $400 worth of cheese sticks. And the kids kept ordering. So he had to talk to his son about, we can't do this kind of thing. I guess the credit card's in there and it just happened.
Yeah, it is. It saves it.
Give your 6-year-old the phone.
Yeah, you can't let him do that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, it takes a few steps still.
Yeah, I don't know how he got there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get to the. I understand he might have hit a restaurant.
Yeah,
and hit the number but then you got to go to checkout. You got to confirm everything.
Yes,
there's some steps there.
He says he posted this on his social media. The father did. Imagine my shock when driver after driver after driver kept coming up with more and more food.
3 chicken shawarmas.
I don't even know what that is. What's a chicken shawarma? The kid bought it from a Greek restaurant.
No, it's chicken. It's like I think like a pita.
Yeah, I guess so.
I want to say. Yeah,
and finally, and a bunch of ice cream too. He bought a bunch of ice cream, chili cheese fries.
This kid having a party.
All of that, I know. And
what do you do with all of it? You can't deny it.
You can't send it back, can you?
I think you got to pay for it.
He wound up paying over $350, but the $400 worth of cheese sticks finally got him caught, and so he didn't have to pay for that. They stopped that in time because the bank finally caught him.
The kid's smart enough to maybe just read just enough,
I guess,
or seen Dad do it before.
Man,
got to lock your phone.
Boy, that'd be me too. It's probably like a reorder: cheese fries, and pepperoni pizza. Take a hard look at your life after that. Look what I'm ordering. Look what I'm ordering. Bad story: a pink pigeon has been rescued from a Midtown Manhattan park this week. It had been purposely dyed for a gender reveal.
I was going to say, I don't know a lot of pink pigeons.
That's right. The Wild Bird Fund, a nonprofit rehab center, luckily found the pigeon or had it delivered to them, and they have been able to nurse it back to health. But because of the pink coloring, because of the paint put on the pigeon, it had not been eating what it should have been, and it was malnourished. But they have nursed it back to health now after 3 weeks of having the pigeon in their care. And they have said, please, whatever you do for weddings, funerals, celebrations, gender reveals, art projects, do not dye a pigeon a certain color. This pigeon was pure pink, too.
Yeah.
When I saw it, though, I thought, oh, neat.
Of course. Oh, a new gender reveal.
When I was a kid for Easter, they used to dye chicks and ducks.
They dye them all colors, blues.
Yellow and blue and pink and green, all of that. They don't do that anymore.
No, I think they frown on that now.
Yeah, they do. It's now safely in the care of the Wild Bird Fund, so everything's going to be okay.
Who dyed them? The store that you bought them at back then?
Yes. We used to buy them dyed.
Yeah, they were there, but I mean, that was the idea, is the kid would see him and say, I got to have a purple chicken, a purple chick.
Yeah, we'd go to the feed and seed store, and they would be running around little pink chicks.
Yeah.
And we had a duck and a chick also.
Yeah.
They didn't last very long.
No, they don't last a couple weeks.
Unfortunately. The cats and the dogs.
My dad called them disposable.
Yeah. Poor little peeper.
Where you buy them? They're
They're
there, and they're
quick.
gone the next day.
Oh, we had one grow up, peepers, but
He went and lived in that farm, didn't he?
that wasn't true either.
Your daddy told you?
I thought that for years. My sister finally told it to me when I was about 25. He's not here.
You know, we had chicken the same night. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You sit there eating fried chicken. You have no idea. Little Peepers has gone off to live on a farm. Ugly story today. These are the ugliest you'll find. I'll tell you that. And it has to do with an animal as well. A Florida man faces multiple felony charges. Police say that he was in a fight with his girlfriend. The two of them, police were called. They were making so much noise. The guy's name is Kevin Mayorga. When police came in, he ran away from them, but not before. He took his girlfriend's prized snake, a ball python, and bit off its head. Oh
my God.
I know. How awful is that?
How big's that?
Python's a pretty big snake,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I mean, it had to be
Ball
a small.
python.
That's a big bite.
It had
I
to
thought
be
it
a
was gonna be-
small. Yeah.
That's like a hoagie.
I mean, just
I mean, he's right. It's Okie
No,
size.
that's a big snake.
that's a big snake.
Yeah.
A python?
Yeah.
If it's full grown.
If he bit its head off,
He did. He did.
Well,
He
all I'm
bit-
picturing too is he had to come it from the side.
yeah.
I mean, you don't go head first on that. You don't
No,
put
the snake will
yeah.
bite you inside your
Bites back.
mouth, bite your uvula off.
The police came in. The girlfriend said, he killed my snake. They looked over. There was the snake's body and head on the floor. He took off running. They caught him a block later. And he's now under arrest, as you can imagine. In Florida, felony charges of animal cruelty, domestic violence.
That's
all that.
crazy.
Wow.
You're an absolute nut if you do something
Yeah.
like that. I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, that's somebody on drugs biting snakes.
That's an ugly story, but there is one that is uglier today.
Really?
In the good, the bad, the ugly. Yes, I think so. Well, you tell me. Employees of a gas station in Alabama found a severed human penis in their parking lot. Initial reports say we don't have any proof of any foul play.
Well,
This just happened organically.
Police believe the penis belongs to a motorcycle driver who was killed in an accident on the interstate, and his penis flew.
Get out.
They're saying it's a mystery how it could have ended up behind the gas station, but they believe that the impact caused it to rip off and go.
Uh-uh.
Wow. That's what they said. It was on the interstate nearby.
Well, they should go ask the medical examiner from the ambulance or whoever, the hospital.
yeah. See if this fits.
I can't laugh at that. I cannot.
I mean, it is kind of like a puzzle.
You cannot.
The flying phallus.
Yeah.
Cannot laugh at that. My God, how horrible! Can you imagine finding something like that?
Would you pick it up or just let it be?
I'd let it be.
yeah.
Well,
act like I didn't see it.
but if you look at it, do you think, is that what I think? it is?
You got to
would have
stop.
to.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, can that possibly?
Is that what I think it is?
Can it possibly be? Oh, I feel so bad for the poor guy. You know,
Oh.
this is how he's left. You know, he's
Yeah.
ripped apart so much that his genitalia go.
How
behind
far
the gas
across from the parking lot could you see it? How big was it?
50 yards. He got the last laugh in on that.
Boy,
one,
he
didn't
really did. Someone's going to have to pick this up.
At least, that's probably his dying thought.
Yeah.
At least I left that behind. Let that be my legacy.
Wow, somebody's missing this.
I'd go put it on ice, see if I can get a
I know.
transplant.
Some sort of
At a
transplant.
gas station.
Man, somebody's looking for this, I bet.
What, this come off the weenie roller?
God. Oh, God. That was a very painful good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh, my God.
A lot going on there.